Shalom. First and foremost, all praises Kal Halal, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rachakadash. Noble honors the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, Shalom to the hopeful elect. This is Brother Araki coming back with a quick lesson. Proverbs 12 and 4. A virtuous woman is a crown to her husband, but she that maketh ashamed is as rottenness in his bones. Let me get that also in the NLT. Okay. A worthy wife is a crown to her husband, but a disgraceful woman is like cancer in his bones. I saw some reports concerning this. Steph Curry and his wife Ayesha Curry, this woman just, disrespecting openly on, on the social medias, on the web, on some podcasts, openly, just talking shit, man, while being in the relationship. And let me show this first. She wanna take her wedding ring off, making some jokes when there is a waiter without, some other so-called black man without a shirt. Then you have this Ayesha Curry individual trying to take her wedding ring off, man. And look at, Steph Curry, multi-millionaire. They give it all in this video, just check it out.
Man, there is no satisfying women.
You see? And this is just not really even getting on the woman, but we just need to get the fuck out of this world system, that's the thing.
5 championship, make hundreds of millions of dollars, have toned muscles, the president of the United States and the ex-president of the United States can know you. Women all around the world can want you, and LeBron James could quite literally be envious of your game. And yet, your wife can still do this to embarrass you on national television. Look, man, it's okay to get excited, but why do you have to pretend to take your ring off? Is this an overreaction?
You see, that's crazy, and that's crazy. They said Ayesha is the only shot Steph ever missed. That's crazy. She belongs to the streets. You see?
Individual comes around and changes the game altogether. Someone comes in and dominates, greatest three-point shooter of all time. I hate to say it, but he is just like a light skin. Years ago, Patrick, to her, I feel close to a masculine. Asked how Steph's wife Ayesha is yet another one of these women.
Not even go to Will and Jada Pinkett Smith. I don't even want to touch on that topic.
Does this exactly to me? This going over and saying all that. Well,
Man, I just want to find the footage, Let me see.
Want kids.
the star of the show.
4 kids. Did you always knew you wanted a big family? No. So, I didn't want kids. I didn't want to get married. I thought I was going to be a career girl, and that's it.
So that shows us that she's bugged the fuck out. Here it is, she's Steph Curry, hundreds of millions, might be closing on being a billionaire. Here it is, this woman talking shit in the web for everyone to see. She didn't want to get married. She didn't want any of that. She wanted to be a businesswoman. And I saw the clip where it says of the same podcast. She said she goes to therapy thinking the life that she could have had if she didn't go married. That's crazy. That is unbelievable. first, and second to put it out publicly. That's a humiliation, you know. At this point, you know, it's terrible.
And I had my eyes set on my goals, and I was never the little girl that like dreamt about the wedding dress and all of that. And then it happened so early in my life. So it's one of those things that you don't know what you actually don't know what you want.
And it's fine to look back in retrospect and acknowledge hard moments where maybe you question your life path or your decisions, or maybe even your identity. But later she says this is something that still bothers her to this day.
But after my daughter turned 1, I remember there being a shift and being like, I have goals for myself. Like, this doesn't feel right. I love being a mom, but I love doing other things too, and I need to get my shit together.
She's bugged out. The only thing she should be concerned about is, you know, guiding the house, working on that, you know, childbearing. Okay, 1 Timothy 2. And 12, but I suffer not the woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing, if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. Which that's not happening with Ayesha Curry. Okay? In the NLT verse 15, but women will be saved through childbearing, assuming they continue to live in faith, love, holiness, and modesty. No, she has that, you know, Holy Spirit, you know, that prideful spirit.
Daughter turned 1. I remember there being a shift and being like, I have goals for myself. Like, this doesn't feel right. I love being a mom, but I love doing other things too, and I need to get my shit together and figure out what that looks like for myself now. If I have a career in
What? What?
home, like, did you experience that? I still experience that. I still experience that. I'm always in therapy talking about this. You lose all of those things that were interesting.
She's always in therapy talking about these things. This is madness, man. That's a big fat disrespect to my nigga Steph. Wow.
About you, even for yourself, like even the things that made me feel confident and cool, then what are you doing?
And the thing to me is, like, she is a very successful person on her own merit. Like, don't get me wrong, being his wife likely opened most of these doors for her in these situations, but she also hit home runs with her opportunities, having several very successful restaurants. She has also been highlighted time and time again on magazines and even having her own TV shows. I'm just saying, it's not like she's some silent woman in the corner only there to appease her.
Bro, that's fucking crazy. And she still has problems, still goes to always in therapy after they saw all these things. She already fucking busy, you know, she already, man. At this point, man, you know, and, you know, Jake be catching age, you know, year by year, you know, get these, you know, thoughts that, hey, you know, you should, you know, have offspring and, you know, shit like that. But when you look into reality, you know, where we're living in, and in prophecy, you know, this in Ecclesiastes 3 it speaks about there's time to, you know, gather, and there's time to, we're gonna get that, man. This is not the time to, you know, really have the goal to be, you know, family oriented. Yeah, if you have children and stuff and on the way, then it is what it is. But Apostle Paul said it, that if you are in a relationship, try to be in that, you know, stick to that relationship. But if you're single, try to just stay single, you know. Now, this is not the kingdom, this is not where to build, you know. Before I came to the truth, I had a goal of having many children, but you have to leave that behind, man. time to cast away stones. Ecclesiastes 3:5, a time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. This is the time to refrain from embracing, man.
Her husband. Yet she still comes off as insecure, but then again, she did say that she thought that she would be the breadwinner, despite also knowing that Curry was going to be a high draft pick making massive waves in college when they met.
I didn't know that he was gonna end up playing basketball. He said he wanted to be a high school basketball coach. Like I thought I was gonna be like the girl out there getting it. So I didn't know.
What the fuck? She's mentally ill. I mean, majority of people of the world are, but she has heavy demons, bro. You know, it's not, bro. That's very haunting. You know what she's getting out of her mouth in this public fucking podcast. This is haunting. This is haunting stuff, bro. This is that stuff in Iraq 30 which speak about, you know, that gives you weak hands and feeble knees. You know, this the kind of shit that, you know, you hear and listen. It makes your, you know, knees shake. This is, you know, feeble knees, weak hands, feeble knees. Sirach 25:23. A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Bro. Verse 19 and 20. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. And yeah, you know, this dude, you know, Steph Curry out there, you know, shaking hands with Joe Biden and shit. You know, he's not, you know, Steph Curry is not a man of the Lord, bro. You know, he's just a nigga that knows how to shoot 3-pointers. At the end of the day, bro. Yeah, in the kingdom he's gonna be good, but at the moment, you know, hey, he's caught up in the simplicity of the world. Verse 20, the point. As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the aged, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. No, Steph Curry, you know, he seems like, you know, of course, you know, worldly and simple and shit like that, but no, he don't seem like how can I put it? You know, as an individual, that's well, it's very hard to put into words, man, because of course you're in the world, so you're compromised, but in a worldly sense, you know, seems as a so-called decent dude, you see. You know, a chill dude. But the wife, you know, that's some torture, man.
I don't know. I just don't really
Like I thought I was gonna be like the girl out there getting it. So I didn't know.
That's feminism overload, bro.
No, I just don't really understand how someone can come off as so ungrateful after having such a fortunate hand dealt to them in life. Like she has 1,000,000 times the opportunity that other women have. I'm talking about nannies, endless therapy, countless money, and endless doors of opportunity being open to build an identity away from simply being a wife and mother, which it is very apparent to me that Steph has allowed her to explore. And yet she just comes out to crap on it every couple of years. I mean, to me, we all have a role to play in our life and our various relationships, and I don't know if she needed more dating experience or to get out the mud on her own, but to me, she really just comes off as if she had a full ride.
Yeah, that's the table of death. Led by fucking Jezebel herself, man. Table full of bug outs, bro. Led by the ultimate bug out, Jada Pinkett, Jezebel Smith.
School of embarrassing your husband. I mean, you would never catch LeBron's wife on this shit. Out here taking backstage photos with Drake. Like, she won't even take a picture with a male fan because she knows the narratives that could spark from that. And I want to make it clear, I mean, you would never catch LeBron's wife on this shit. Out here taking
That's crazy.
backstage photos with Drake. Like, she won't even take a picture with a male fan because she knows the narratives that could spark from that. And I want to make it clear, in no way am I saying that women need to, like, sit back and be silent and try and look good, or that they can't have an identity outside of their family or their husbands. If anything, I think the exact opposite. I think that those things are very healthy. I'm just saying that it seems like every time she opens her mouth, it's always bad and embarrassing. Like, maybe she just needs to stop doing these interviews. I don't really know what the solution is. But yes, every time she goes viral, it's for something like this. But either way, I do want to know what you guys think about this situation.
Yeah, man. I'm done with this topic. Trash. Shalom.